This is completely messed up. Oh no, it's showing everything. Oh, hello. Okay, so, I wasn't quite sure if the screen was actually showing everything, since I have decided to go up the resolution a bit. All right, so we are going to continue our work on this particular mission. This is one of the ones I fly often. It's sort of my sandbox slash model railroad kind of mission setup. Everything on here is brought in on demand, so even though it looks kind of busy, at what you're seeing isn't actually what is active at any one given time. But we are going to add another conflict zone and a randomly spawning random location or a SAM site that uses a random location to spawn into. So it's never in the same spot each time, if that makes sense. One minute, I realize I did not turn on my controls. We'll fly. We'll do a little flying later, but first of all, we actually got a lot of work we actually got to do first. Okay, but where I want to put this SAM site, I think I want to put it right here. It's busy. Let's see, it's awfully hilly though, so that might not be the best spot for it. I mean, because there's a high probability that it might show up in like a hillside or something, which would really suck to be on the side. And look at the elevations. I mean, we got a good 1,000-foot elevation changes here. Down here would be okay. I mean, I might have to do it in such a way where it's not going to be randomly located inside the entire zone that I'm going to make. In fact, I might be able to make it a couple of random things that show up. Again, they're not going to be in the same spot each time. Although this probably be okay. Even if they showed up on the hillside, it'd be probably okay. But the first thing we gotta do is we need to actually give ourselves an area where we know what to work with. I try to use the same sizing each time, so we'll use the same sizing as we got with these other conflict zones as far as artwork wise. So first thing we're going to need to go over the draw tool, and we've got ourselves, that's the text, here's that, there's that. Okay, if you want to jump in the back you can. And I am making them for thickness of 4 and radius of 17, but I actually want to go ahead and actually copy and cut and paste. So let's see if this works. There we go. This is Hill, and right now, of course, it comes out as conflict zone 1-1, but we're actually just make that conflict zone 3. And because this is going to be in the farther back area, now where everything up here was done in such a way where it's split. This is the board. This is essentially the front lines. Red stuff up here, blue stuff down here, except for any kind of drone JTAC stuff. This back here will be all red. Anything that's in it will be red. And we're going to need to actually, we're going to want to copy the text as well and post that. Oh, okay, where did my copy text go? Oh, there it is, over here. Put that over there. we are going to change its title to 3, and it is going to be bump, bump, bump. No, actually, bump. And it's going to say 3. Now, we're also going to need to make sure that, okay, everything is common, so it means it's going to show up for both blue and red players. Place that in such a way where, even though if you zoom out, it doesn't. When you zoom in, it stays somewhere on the side. When you zoom out, it stays there. Okay, so all this still is good. We're also going to need to actually make this into a trigger zone. And so we'll do trigger zone. Drop that there. And I'm pretty sure, hold on, let me check to see what size I've been doing all my trigger zones. Let's see, 1 and 2's been 3480. 3480. We're going to do that as 3480. Wait, that's not it. 3030. Oh, never mind. Just it is. That's Phil. Hold on. Let me just see what one of these actually comes up. It's okay. It's 100 feet. Gotcha. Or 100,000 feet. There we go. Place that in the middle there, and we are going to do this time as conflict zone 3. There. It'll put it in the proper location. Now, is this the ideal spot for this, or do I want to move it farther up here? Oh, I forgot. I forgot. One of the things I have been doing is what's my thing where it shows what everything is. It's not that. No. Not that. Forgot. At some point, I stopped. I had to wear snow. It wasn't showing where the airports are. I need to see those now. No, not that. Need to see all this again. All right, there. All right, you know what? I can actually get rid of that grid, and I can go ahead and get rid of that grid because neither of those really matter to me. Okay, so the airport's there. Do I want to move this back a little bit? Could. I can move that there to give us more room for the random location zone that we're going to need to use. That back, and move the text box back. There we go. A little bit better. All right. All right, so we're gonna need to make another zone, subzone. This is gonna be conflict zone, and this is gonna be 3-1 because this is the first subzone inside of 3. And we are going to start adding numbers there. 2, no, bigger. 3, no. Probably go a little bigger. Okay, that should be good enough because most of this is high altitude, but it's not that high. The rest of this is all low valley stuff. Anything spawning in here generally isn't going to be in an area that's so weird that it would be a problem. All right, so now we got to actually add what the stuff that's actually the group that's going to be randomly showing up in here, and we're going to make it it's going to be a SAM site, but particular one that I want to use. And let's see, ground, red, 1's already used, 2's already used, 3's used, 4, used 5, used 6 is used, 7 is already used, 8. All right, so next group is going to be 8. air defense. And we want to add, let's see, and for some reason I think I want to add the SA, not the 2s. The SA-12? I think the SA-12. Chile A. Alright, what's this look like? Is this the one? Oh, okay. Okay, that's definitely not that's not the launcher I want. Okay, it's the SA-11 is what I want. Alright, so going back to this one. There's that. That's the launcher. That's the other radar. Search radar. That's command. Okay, this is the command unit. So we'll do this. We will add the search radar, and we're going to add a couple of launchers. Add a couple of some infantry. Actually, let's add we need we're going to add a Shulka. Shulka. There we go. We're going to add one of them. And infantry, we'll add a number of infantry to it as well. There we go. All right, now these guys are gonna show up randomly in this location, so we're gonna need to actually kind of space them out to make more hill, so it will make more sense. And they'll all be generally facing this direction. Let's have a directional. It's omnidirectional. Shoulder. No, that's the shoulder. No. Yeah, they're gonna be here a little farther out. And let's go ahead and throw the infantry in random directions. And I will place them randomly inside the area. Alright, we're also going to need to add. Kind of want to keep this at a 20 units at a time, so this last infantry, we're actually going to change that to a supply truck. This one. And we're going to put it where it's backed up like that, where it's kind of like it's actually. All right, so supplies. Everybody with the necessary supplies. Okay, so now we got this. Now we're gonna make them late activation, and we are going to need to add a couple more zones on here. First thing, one of the first ones we're going to need to do is we're going to need to put in the clearing zone. And that is going to be ground. Oh, did I name them red or blue? Yeah, I named red. Ground red 8. Clearing. Okay, and that's going to come into play in a little bit, because that is how we are going to actually remove all scenery around them. So when they randomly show up in some location, everything in an area is going to be erased. So you don't have no units stuck inside buildings or trees or anything like that. We're also going to use that as our spot where our marking smoke is going to actually show up, because I always like to add at least a little bit of like a campfire smoke, and that will make things easier to see from a distance. All right. We also need to add an engagement, a zone that we use to activate. Basically, it's what I put down as their vision range. It's keeps them from activating early, to where even though DCS has changed and is air quotes supposedly better at making ground units not quite so laser focused, I still like to actually add a little bit of elements there to actually kind of hamper them. And we're gonna call that ground red 8 vision. Yeah, there we go. And we need to make that about okay, so the launchers, these launchers have a range of, I'm pretty sure they had a longer range than that. Nope. Looks like they got a range of a couple miles. All right, so lower this to about where their range is. And we're just going to place it right there, kind of match up with what they already, with the other stuff. Now, also, I'm going to make sure that I can link these zones to the units here. So the best way to do that is just link them to red 8-1. That's the very first unit in this, so there's always going to be a red 8-1. Same thing here. Ground red 8-1. Okay, so now, when these units randomly show up someplace, these two zones will always be with them as well. Oh, wait, there's the real... Okay. I need to make this zone much bigger, because I'll scroll it. That's the gist of the Shulka. This is actually how far I really want it to go. Ooh, not that far. Up or down a little bit. range to 19 miles. I think that's actually a little bit long for those missiles, but all right. Next thing we're gonna need to do is add an added feature here, and that's gonna be set options. ROA. It's gonna be a weapons hold and a weapons free. And we're going to use that as a way to turn on and off these guys' aggressiveness. But now we're going to need to actually start adding, since this is a new conflict zone, it's going to need to add a new flag here. And it is going to be, we got done. We're going to go ahead and clone that, and we're going to name this conflict zone 3. It's going to be flag 1, and it is going to be switched to flag 7, or switch flag 1 to value 7. And come down here, do this. Our new color for this group is going to, God, it's going to be something I can see. Nope. Kind of see that. You know what? We'll do green this time. Switch condition. Call this conflict zone 3. New. Whenever the flag 1 equals. Is it 7? Was it 7 that I made that? Let me see. Yeah, when flag 1 equals 7. Gonna trigger all this. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add, a thing that we're gonna put on the very end of this always, and that is to set flag 1 back down to 0. So whenever we trigger this, whenever we trigger that 1 radio function, it'll turn flag 1 into 7. 1 to 7. This will trigger all the stuff that's on here, and then at the very end of it, this will make that flag go back down to 0, so we can re-trigger it over and over again. All right, so now we are going to need to do a random. We're going to do a little bit of scripting here. Do script. All right, and that's going to have to be. Let me get my notes. Make sure I actually do this correct. And it's going to be mist dot respawn in zone ground red 8. Oh wait. I'll make little marks on that. And make that zone's gonna be conflict zone. Oh. Hello. Conflict Zone 3. No, wait, Conflict Zone 3. Bracken that off. Response Zone 3. That's okay. Now, just to test this out. Oh shoot! I didn't put that correct zone, because that needs to be not zone 3, but zone 3-1. Okay, we're also going to need to add a couple things that will pop off as well. We're going to do scenery remove. Scene. Now there's scenery remove object zone. It's going to be conflict zone 3-1. Oh, actually, not even conflict zone. It's going to be ground. Ground red 8 clearing. That's going to be all. And then finally, also got to make sure to drop this down to the end. Another thing we're going to want to add is we're going to want to add effect smoke. Smoke, we want to put it in round red 8 clearing. We want it to make small smoke, no fire. Density 1, that should be fine. Now we're going to save that, and we are going to test this out. So let's pop into oh, you know what? I forgot to actually add my head tracker. So whenever later on when I fly, I'm going to have to actually do this head tracker. Alright, so there we are. We are in our area. Again, we're not going to fly yet, but we're going to go look at the map. Alright, so as you can see, there is nothing in Zone 3 right now, but we should be able to bring up a menu here, Conflict Zone 3, and if I hit this, it should randomly locate that SAM site. And as you can see, it's way down here, so that's not where I originally placed it in the editor. It was way over here. You'll also notice that they are in the clearing. There's a little bit of smoke there, so it'll be easier to see from a distance. But you can see that that when they came in, it removed all the trees in that area. So no problem with them being stuck in a tree area or inside the trees. I just realized I'm going to have to turn those guys around, because even though I know that they will spin around, but to show example of how how they can actually be located. They'll locate themselves in random locations. Go back to here, and if I hit this again, because it went back down to 0. That particular flag went to 0. If I hit it again, it'll respawn them someplace else. And just like before, and again, from a distance, when you come through, they'll always be in a clearing because all the trees and all the buildings are always removed away from them. So, let's go back and we're going to add one. Alright, so conflict zone 3, we are going to add some things that go to these guys here. Again, we're using this color green, or we're using this color green. I think we're using that color green. Okay, this again going to be switch condition. It's going to be ground red 8. And this is going to be the hold. And it's going to be all a coalition out of zone. Blue. Ground red 8 vision. All units. And the effect is going to be that it's going to push their weapons hold. Do this again. Clone it. Change it from hold to free. We're going to pop up here. We're going to actually change this to part of coalition in zone. And we're going to push this task. It's going to be the free, weapons free task. And finally, in order to make them to where they respawn once they are destroyed, we're going to do another one. We're going to give it the right color. We're going to make it switch condition. We're going to name this one ground red 8. And we're going to respawn. Condition, group dead. Make it ground red 8. New. And we're going to do script. And we're going to do the same script as we did that caused them to spawn in the begin with. It's going to be mist dot respawn in zone bracket name round red 8 bracket but that, and we need to tell it which zone. It's going to be conflict zone 3-1 brackets there. Boom. Okay, so now if they get killed, they will respawn in another location. All right, so this set is done. So our next thing we want to do is we're going to add there's some roads here. Make some things that are actually moving around. I mean, hate the fact that I'm going to have to actually get rid of stuff again. I need to actually... Where is it? I need to see roads. Oh. Need that. Alright, so we got a road here. It's 20 miles. We'll make a convoy that goes back and forth between here and there. Start back here though. This is gonna be ground red 9. Be unarmored. It's gonna be a bunch of trucks. Actually, start off with is gonna be a scout vehicle. I'm making a Jeep. Next one's going to be the actual trucks. Oh no. Like that. Edit. That is supposed to, okay, number 1 is supposed to be a gonna be a Jeep. Jeep. Number 2 and on is going to be the trucks. Logistics. I don't think it's this. What's that look like? Nope, that's too big. Yeah, it's that truck. I like this truck. All right, so we're gonna need. We're gonna add 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, and we'll do the last one. Last one, we'll make it as the actual air-to-air defense. I mean, not that actually, you know, they should have them, but built gun, and it needs, yeah, just like right here. All right, we're gonna put them on the road. Pardon me. It's gonna be difficult on you. All right, fine. We'll get to you in just a second. Okay, again, late activation. We are gonna need to add a engagement zone on this. Trick it down. We'll make it ground red 9 done. We're gonna attach it to that truck with the gun on the back. Round red 9. 9-1. No, 9-10. That one right there. That way I'll always follow him. And we're going to make sure that they are, speed they'll be traveling is going to be 30. We're going to give it a command to go all the way down to here. They'll follow the road, and then at the very end, we will add a command to go back. Perform task, go back to waypoint, and go back to waypoint 0. So they will turn around and go and drive their way all the way back to the original start point. Oh wait, and now we need to actually add the weapons hold and rules of engagement, weapons free, weapons hold. And under, pop back over here. And this is going to be our next spot here. We're also going to need to go here. And this time they're not going to have, we're not going to make them to where they actually randomly spawn in some zone. Instead, we're going to do a group activate. Round red 9. But now we're going to add over here. Switch condition. Color match it to what was the rest of the stuff. Round red 9. Hold. New. All coalition out of zone. Blue. Round 9 vision. All that. Press, push. And we'll do red 9 hold. We'll clone that. Next one, we'll name it free. This time, if part of coalition is in zone, same stuff. Weapons free. And then finally, new, switch condition, color match it, name it round red 9 respawn. If group is dead, then we will do script now. This one, because we're not going to make it and it'll show up in a random location, we need to show up in exactly the same location each time when it respawns. We're going to do this differently than what we did before, and this is going to be mist dot respawn group. Make sure I get the spelling right. G-R-O-U-P. G-R-O-U-P. All right. Group. Round. Red. 9. That. And instead of putting in zone, we're going to put it in true. And we'll bracket it on. Now, if we wanted to give it some special extra qualities, we could. after the true, we can actually give it, you know, things where it actually would bypass a certain waypoint, but we don't need that. We just need it to actually go start back at the waypoint 0 and continue on what it normally does, because it's going to go from waypoint 0 to waypoint 1, and then the waypoint 1's command is to turn around and head back to 0. So that way, with two, you know, there's no need to actually make like waypoint 1, waypoint 2, waypoint 3, waypoint 4, waypoint 5, waypoint 6. Like I used to do. Mist allows, or actually not even Mist, this is just basic, you know, using the normal scripting that's actually in the game. You can make them do all kinds of patrols without actually doing a bunch of waypoints, just with 2 waypoints, or 4, or whatever. Okay, so we have that, and let's. That way, if we go in. And go look at the map. Nothing's here. You bring in our menu option, go to other, conflict zone 3, hit it. What, did I put him way up there? Hello, why aren't you moving? Oh, because they're in reverse. Alright, I'm going to fix that, I'll move them farther down. And of course, these guys show up there. Now, if they die, they would respawn on their own, but otherwise, also, if you ever wanted to reset something, you could always just go dit and go to dit. And everybody respawns back into different locations. These guys show up in a different random location within inside that one zone. Oh yeah, I guess I did really. I was using the. I need to actually bring them down here to that spot. No, I didn't. Actually, we'll move to this crossroads. That'll probably make things easier there. All right, so let's see. We got the SAM site that we wanted to add that shows up in a random location. We got a convoy that shows up that goes back and forth. I kind of want to add a cargo plane of some type to fly back here as well. I've got the MiGs that are going to be flying through here, and I got Just like I also wanted to fix something here, and that is move those down a little bit there and there. Because there's a little bit of scripting thing I want to change that makes things a little interesting. Alright, so drop that down. Just looks like. Now, is it this one I want, or not that? That's the ugliest ass plane. Yeah, I'd much rather like this. I'd rather have that flying around. Alright, so this is going to be late activation. Alright, some of the things we want to do on this one is, because this is going to be one, we want them to be flying about 20,000 feet. And we're going to do, first off, turn it to where it's unlimited fuel so these guys don't ever try to actually land. They do not care about fuel. We want him to... we're going to need to actually put down here, we're going to do a radar usage, never, because they're not supposed to have one, but DCS being the way DCS is, will sometimes give things stuff that they shouldn't have. Same thing with his, ECM use, never use. Again, it shouldn't have it, but it's already on that command, already on that one line that actually gives them flare use, which I do not think that plane would normally have flares, but shaft flare use, never. Because, I mean, it does have flares, but I mean, that does... These guys are flying in a non-combat area. These are guys, they're flying way back here, well within their own territory. And I want to make sure that these guys are... So we'll make it to where they actually fly across, so... No. Like that. Edit. So across here. That's a flight of 30 miles. And another one where they go back up this way. And at the end, perform task. Which way? Point back to 0. Right, so they're just boom, 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 boom. Alright, attitude. Now, this is an interesting part of this. This is that SAM site. Restrict altitude, minimum altitude for AA artillery. Now, SAM launchers aren't considered artillery, so that, of course, is engaging other missiles. Intercept range is only the actual distance. So I'm going to add a little bit of an added thing to this, because this is the very first SAM site I've added to this map. And this part of the hold is Now I know that as far as mostly concerned, only the player planes would actually be the ones that are going in here. So we're gonna add an added condition for them to go from uh, weapons hold to hostile, and that is new one. Let's see. I think there's anything about as far as unit, a group of altitude here. Let's see. Unit inside zone. No, inside out. Units altitude. Now, which unit? That's going to be, I'm just going to make it to where it's me. So, under player. Sorry. Alright, so, and we just set that also for 1,000 feet above ground. Oh, ground. Okay, so here, at any one time, if for this SAM site to go hostile, a part of coalition blue has to be within its vision range, which is like that I set it like for 12 miles, and also for each one of these, the player plane, which would primarily be me, but I would add all the other player planes that that if I added more to it. Has to be above 1,000 feet above ground level. So if I'm flying in here and I stay below 1,000 feet, even if I enter into its zone, those SAM sites will not fire. That will allow the flight down here. If I did want to attack it, it would allow for at least a chance to get close to it without actually getting fired on immediately. At least that's how it should work. Of course, sometimes we'll test it and we'll see if it actually does. There was one other thing I want to change, and I'm not sure if it's actually on here or not. Okay, part of group is in conflict zone 1. Part of coalition in zone red. And we're going to change this. Nope, you know what? That's still fine. And red intercept. No, red intercept. Where's red intercept? And part of coalition blue is in conflict zone 1-1. Airplane and is task weapons free. Okay, so that works. Did I do that for down here? No, I did not, but I could take that, clone it, change its color to proper blue. And switch that to conflict zone 2. Same push task. Blue is in 2-1. Instead of conflict 1-1. And bring this down to and we're gonna do the same thing for the is it the blue 1 intercept? Hold free freeze. Where is it? Blue 1. That's red 1. Where? Oh, there it is. This one right here. I'm gonna go clone that, color it to right. Part of group in zone into plane 1, but this time it's actually if they are in zone 2, and if a red target is in red 1-2 or 2-2. And it'll be the same thing. And bring it down there, add it with down here. And we need to add on here, conflict zone 1. Group activate. Into plain red 2. And I do want that to be respawn on its own. So we'll do another thing here. Which condition? Plain red 2 respawn. Group active or group dead. Plain red 2. To script. Red 2 true. There. Missed respawn group plain red 2. Let's see if this seems to work. All right, and we will other conflict zone 3. There we go. They showed up over there this time. These guys immediately get started as far as traveling. And of course, we can go ahead and bring the other Conflict Zone 1 and spawn all these guys. And actually, we want to crazy. We're going to bring in Zone 2. Okay. What was the other thing I wanted to add for this particular time. Got that fixed. Got that part fixed. Right, let's see. Man, there was something else I wanted to add. I cannot remember what it is. Oh, that's right. I wanted to add the radars. Okay, so that I need to add. I need to bring the map objects back. Airports. Okay, we're gonna add a radar here. And we're going to need to actually say ground, red, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, nope. 10, yeah. 10 is going to be air defense, early warning radar. Now I want to make sure that the ones that we put in here that are actual ones that work. I know that these guys, this one here works. I'm not quite sure about the Soviet one. Show them off because I want to put them here by this airport. Oh no, they're not going to be moving anywhere. the same thing down here. I can put it over here. Let's see, where would be a nice spot to have it? That by the road. Same thing here. We're going to turn this. Put it like there. Now it has a range that covers pretty much the whole map. Only need two. One on each side. Now, at some point, whenever I actually want to play on the other side, do the red stuff, I'll add another conflict zone like that, but it'll be conflict zone 4, and it will be over here somewhere. Also, we can actually now add the other objects back. But anyway, like I said, I'll put it down probably here. Although that really won't give us the effect we want. I mean, that really actually needs to be here, but like the random SAM site will have to be like in a smaller zone, so it actually there will be less space for it to actually take up. But I can actually add a couple of I can actually add boats and stuff. So, all right, now the difficult part. We've gotten this done up to that point. Oh, that was right. The other thing I want to do is turn off these guys' tendency to chatter on the radio. Actually, I want to do some radio silence. All right, there. That should none. All right, so that should make it to where they actually won't use the radio. when they're engaging anything. They will still actually say when they kill something. That is fine. I just don't want to have to listen to them constantly say engaging, engaging, engaging. Same thing for these guys. We'll do the same thing. Add. There. None. Okay, so now we're gonna kind of want to fly at least one mission. So now that we've done all this stuff, oh, that's right. Before I get too carried away, I need to actually resave this for all three of the weathers or weather times. So I'm gonna have to save as. Okay, so save. Okay, this is going to be saved today. Save as. We're also going to save it as our winter one, and then we're going to go back and change its weather after. So we've done day, we've done winter, we've done save it under storm. And we'll do it save under night. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to each one of these, and we're gonna change the weather pattern for each one, because we want this one to be night. It's June. Weather, that part's okay. We want it to be clear skies. Time-wise, we want it to actually be at sunset. That way we're taking off during sunset. Raise everything up. Those weather patterns okay are fine. Save it. We're going to open up the storm one. Change its pattern to higher winds. Change this to light rain. Forecast and rain. Forecast and rain. Not light. We just want light rain. We don't need superstorm. But we are going to increase its out that part up. Because it's stormy, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make it to where it's actually noon. Save that. And then finally we're going to open up our winter. And on winter we need to actually change the date to December. Also, because it's winter, we'll do that. And We're going to make it Overcast. Overcast 1. We'll raise that up a bit. Weather, the wind directions will keep the same. All right, and to double check this, we will go back to check on day. We'll pop into it and we'll use the because of the weather change I've got. If we go into the neutral game master, the neutral game master actually has control over weather. As you can see, this is day. We'll go to night. Of course, that looks all nice. Now let's check what it looks like in winter. Really nice as far as winter. I think I'm gonna actually. I'll need to lower these guys' altitude down. Choose code. Actually. There. And go to store. Same thing, I'm going to need to actually have these guys fly lower, or fly higher. Okay, we are currently on the storm. Currently they're set to that. Really need to actually make them go up to 1. Make them go up to 25. 20. That's for you and Lori. AV8s also need to go up that high too. And for wind, okay, that's for the storm. For the winter, we need to drop them down. So they're just a little too high. All right, let's see how that looks. All right, that's better. Now they're below the cloud. They're not flying into the clouds. Let's see what storm looks like. And now storm, they should be flying above the clouds. Or very close to that, over the clouds. Okay, so now I'm going to have to actually stop for a moment, and I'm going to have to actually switch over to another screen because I'm going to actually go. I got to turn on my my head tracker, otherwise I can't fly. Let's see. So I'm going to turn off the game screen. Actually. Let's see, do I got the mission control or hill? There we go. All right, now let's give this one a try. There we go. Now we're home. And because we're gonna go, we're gonna go try to attack. Okay, how far is that? It's gonna be. Won't be that long. We're gonna try to attack that. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna activate Zone 1. We're gonna activate Zone 2. And activate Zone 3. Now everything should go down. Change it over. Now we're going to act like we actually have a planned target, which we do. Now we'll put, and that is going to be this thing right here. We don't care about the convoy, but it's as if we are being given the mission to attack this sand site, or at least the radar. So we are going. And so, just like we were being given data information, E1. And his right shift, right alt, and oh, hello. That's 8. There. All right, we're also going to need to plan out our route, how we're going to get there. And that is going to make the most sense to actually go right through there. So let's write down some points here on the map so we can do our so what waypoint 1 is going to be 4348 04 04007 4. Our next waypoint is going to be, we'll make it here. Four, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1. And then our final attack will be there. That's going to be 13 miles. And our exit is not going to be the same. Or I guess maybe it will be. Yeah, shit. We'll make it do. We'll make the exit to be the same way out. Alright, so weapon selection for this mission. Alright, we're gonna keep the 2 sidewinders. Sidearms, yes.
Request rearming. Copy.
Also realize I gotta. Fix my my livery.
Rearming complete.
Oh, not that one. Nope, shoot. Dang it.
Request rearming. Copy.
Actually, Wonder, can I?
Rearming complete.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That on turbo. Oh, hello. Sorry, I always miss the chat. Man, it sucks because it's like I'm looking down trying to play the game. Oh, yeah, let's just make sure my mic's still working. Am I good at this game? Like, I'm good at maybe doing the map editing stuff. But when it comes to actually flying and fighting, I am mediocre at best. I am much better at doing all of this stuff, making all that work. All right, so we got a couple things we need to add in here. Let's see, we're going to need to edit some waypoints. And waypoint 1 needs to be changed. Get my little notes here. Waypoint 1, position, and it's going to be 4-3, I say, north. 4-3, 4-8, 0-4. Enter. East. 0-4-0-0-7. 1-4. 1-4. That is correct. Now we need to do altitude or elevation. Okay, that's the beginning of the run, so we can actually make it 20,000. Waypoint 2 is actually going to be inside enemy territory. That is going to be position north. 4-3. 1-3. 3-1. Enter. East. 0-4. 0-1-2. 10. Enter. And its elevation is going to be very low. I'm going to put it down as 2,000. Actually, I need to stay below 1,000 at that point. Alright, so now we need to actually check our cast page because we actually brought in some that one right there. Recall. See what it looks like. We are going to use that as target point 0. And that is correct, actually. Correct. program. I'm going to need to actually program some things. Player. Chat. Alright, so on the player part of the chat, we are going to need to set this thing for quantity. Enter. Interval. Will it let me do 4? Let me do 2. Now, this part I do not get. Is it... I never quite get to understand as far as interval wise. If that's actually supposed to be seconds or what. On the chat part, because of where we're going to be whenever I actually use it, we're going to go ahead and just dump a bunch. 5 sequence. We're going to do 5. There we go. That'd be kind of random. Alright, do I go ahead and program something else while I'm here? That's 19. Actually, no, we're going to do this at 0.9, because what says? No, I'm going to make it 3. With the 2, so actually go from, it'll go 3 per side. Per trigger pull. That's cool with me there. Go back to that. Put this as our home base, because we actually have to get up in the air. Let's see, we can actually set that to 1. That's going to be all everybody's in the air right now. Home base is 159. Enter. I thought I told them actually not to do engagement stuff. Alright, let's see if I actually got the right channel for the tower.
Food order. Colt 1-1. Request order.
That's right. Turn that up there, do that part there. Oh, you know what? I forgot. There's one other thing I want to put on here. Nope, cat. You cannot get up here. Go. And that is no. Previous. Even though its effect is minimal.
Request rearming. Copy.
complete.
Wheel chocks.
Chief, remove the wheel chocks.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now removed.
Food order. Colt,
Wait.
1-1.
No, I
Request
didn't.
startup.
I did real startup. Oh yeah, it's bugged. Do it. We're out of here. Not that I will need that, but just so. Let's actually raise up our visor until we actually get to the air. Oh shoot! Before I forget, like I normally do. Let's see. Set warning. Nautical miles. Salute from them. Take the directions from this guy. I have no idea what those MiGs are doing. It's up. Move the keyboards where it's not in the way. Let's move that out of the way. Back that forward. Back that out of that. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll call in our wingman so he'll join up with us. There's our companion coming in behind us. That green dot down there. Alright, we're gonna move up to waypoint 1. Wait a minute. Did do. Oh, we can save the waypoints. Oh. Hold on. We're gonna have to do some work here. I want to put all this information back in. Oh, I see. I see what's screwed up there. Hold on. North. 4-3. 4-8. Good 4. then east. 0, 4, 0, 0, 7, 1, 4. Enter. That's more like it. Elevation. Waypoint 2. Enter. New waypoint. North. 4, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1. Enter. East. 0, 4, 0. 1, 2. 10, 0. Enter. That is not where that should be. No, that is wrong. Let's see.
Passing waypoint 2 at 30,000.
And we want our waypoint to be here. Scrap that. All right, so it's going to be 4, 4, 1, 3, 2, 1, 0, 4, 0, 1, 1, 4, 9. All right, let's see if that actually works. We're going to leave that there. Okay. Hopefully that's right. You with me? Alright, you are. We can turn off our lights. Alright, let's go. Alright, now that we're actually in cruising mode, we're going to bring up our flaps to cruise. Where the heck are these guys? Sorry about that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and go master arm because we are good. We're not that far from enemy territory. We are also going to go. It's I. Jammer on, so we're going to start jamming your radar. Okay, we're going to go ahead and have them come into, let's see, cover conflict zone 2. Not quite sure what they're doing. So those guys are trying to. Not quite sure what set them off, but those MiGs are kind of bugged out and are actually heading this direction, which they shouldn't. But that's okay, because we're going to go switch to waypoint 2. And we're going to head down. We're going to turn off that. And make our way through these mountains. Hopefully he doesn't end up crashing into something. I'll try and, he's kind of stuck staying on my wing like he is. I will try not to.
Ford 2, engaging bandit at Bull 314 for 100 at 15,000.
Yeah, I'm never saying I didn't. Wait, is that the frickin' truck? That's the fucking truck convoy. Mm, target point. Enter. Oh man, you're supposed to stay with me. Oh shoot, the trees. Oh crap. Oh shoot. Oh, shoot, there he is. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Crap! It's like...
Golf 2, engaging bandit at bullseye 327 for 140 at 3.
Yeah, they're basically, yeah. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Oh, was I not? There's my wing when he went down, but it's like, where the heck's my, he should have respawned. Okay, so that's actually a success. I kind of screwed up on myself as far as I was when I was over here. These guys have a detection zone that I actually put in on them, and they found where I was at. Because I was going after him. I thought I was gonna actually be able. All right, so. But now, as far as over here, and see these guys actually, they must have stopped. because they got disrupted. Now the SAM site that I went after down here, I think I hurt some things pretty badly. Launchers are still there, but the radar got taken out. So that was a success. But I need to check the I got to check the scripting as far as the my wing. He did not come back when he was supposed to. Okay, you are in an area that's not retrievable. Alright, let's go back and look at the scripting for that wingman. Find out why he didn't respawn like he was supposed to once he got shot down. Alright, so we are checking on this guy here. Wingman Blue 2. Why do you not have a respawn? Wingman Blue 2, because neither of them have a respawn. Okay. Alright, so we need to add some respawns here for these guys. So, and it's plain blue 1 wing here. Oh no, it's Wingman Blue. All right, Wingman Blue 1 is their thing. Okay, so Wingman Blue 1. Switch condition. Oh, let me pop my keyboard down in such a way where actually I can type. Wingman Blue 1 respawn. Group dead. That's going to be Wingman or Wingman Blue 1. And what we're going to do is we're going to do script. Oh, where's my, get my little cheat note here. Missed. Missed. Dot. Respawn group. Oops. Dot. Wingman Blue 1. No, actually. should not. That part, that. And move true. Close bracket. Wingman blue 1. Alright. And we need to bring this guy up all the way to the top. Alright, what is... Drop him down. Okay, we move blue to hold, free, and respawn. Actually, dude, that up. That up. And that puts that guy right there. So, let's see, and that 1. Bring him up to blue respawn, hold that. Actually above that spot there. All red. Listen, reds. One thing we're going to need to do is we need to add a vision a forward vision zone to Wingman Blue 1, because that's the A10, because that way he will attack ground targets. Drop there. We're gonna say it's radar, but it's not. Wingman Blue 1 radar. I just use that because that's the naming conventions I use on all the stuff. WAD, edit. Miles there. I'll make this 13 miles too. About out here. Again, this is just so you'll activate and attack ground targets. We need to actually make sure he's attached to Wingman Blue 1. And then when we go back to here, on Wingman, need to hold, we can actually change this from vision to his radar. Same thing for here. Change this one to radar. Also, there needs to be a 4 here. Alright, I'm going to save that. Alright, I think I'm going to call that a done project for tonight. Put this up here as far as you'll let everyone see it. Oh shoot! Of course, the changes I just did there means I'm going to actually have to save it to the other one. So before I get too carried away, I better save this, then save as the winter, and then I'll have to save as the storm. And night. And then quickly change the weather for each one of these. Change December to December. Put it as overcast. Put it overcast 1. Or you know what? We'll do broken. Broken. We'll do it where it is. Oh. Oh, never mind. This is supposed to be December. All right, December. Put that there. Open. Open the storm one. And we're going to change its weather to rain. We'll do light rain. Raise it all the way up. That's okay there. We're going to make it to where it's actually sun's much higher up. Increase some of the rain or some of the wind. Yeah, so it's a little better, a little worse as far as weather was. Save that, and then finally open. Night. Did I fix the night one already? Yeah. Save one last time, just to be on the safe side. Exit out there, and we're going to end the stream. And we will maybe come back tomorrow after, but it'll be much later because I'll be back to normal work schedule, and so it'll probably be sometime like 1 or 2 in the morning. But anyway, I'm out of here.